can get started. So now we can get to the topic of the day, which is change of character. Like I was telling you, for you to be able to do your analysis clearly, you want to be able to know the market trend and also know when there is a change in the trend. So knowing your change of character is very essential when you are drawing your market structure. So firstly, you identify the trend, but then when there is a change in trend, it's always important that you are able to spot that so as to not be trading against the trend. So I'll be giving you examples and illustration. It will become. So firstly, so last week we talked about break of structure. Become. Chart. I don't know why my network is so slow this evening. But just pardon me. So I hope you all can hear me. So the topic for tonight's change of character. So let's assume we have an uptrend. And the market is breaking structure to the upside. So we have something like this, obviously. So the next thing we're going to see is like this. So now, for you to have a change of character, so you can see, so market breaking structure to the upside this way. So for you to have a structure in an option, you want to see market break structure to the upside. So creating impulsive move to the upside and creating a pullback leg to the downside and breaking structure right here to the upside and repeating. So breaking structure, so on and so forth. So we have BOS, you all agree? We have also here BOS. But now for we to have, so we have this structure here, which is an impulsive move to the upside, a pullback leg that is breaking to the downside, and then we have a break of structure or BOS, right? And then the notch, this high here has been broken, and it created a new high. There was a pullback, and then we have a break of structure now to the upside. Now, what happened when the market got here? Uh, then there is a there is this pullback, impulsive leg, now that broke structure to this downside. So now let's take our trend line, and then all of a sudden you see that there's a break at one and then break this structure that was here. Instead of it to break this new high here, so instead of market to break this new high, it didn't. So he ended up the pullback leg now, the pullback from here broke this structure here. So here we call this a change of character or choke, CHOCH. And when we have a scenario like this, at times it doesn't really, at times market don't just move and go back down. So because why am I saying this? At times you have a fake out where market pretend to like break the structure to the downside, but then it continues. So it might do something like this. So there's this break. You suddenly see it break the structure to this down, break this low here, but then it refuses to create newer lows, and it does something like this. So when there is, in fact, when there is a change in character, what it tells us is that market is likely to move, to not continue to move in that direction, like in the uptrend in this scenario. So here we are having an uptrend, right? We are having an uptrend here. If I should draw my trend line from here, we are having an uptrend right here, right? Even though there is this change of character, the only thing is just telling you is that high possibility that market is going to change its trend. So now you should be looking for other possibilities in the market to look for a downtrend. So, and it's vice versa, right? So when it's the down scenario, you might see a change of character, but it's not really telling you that there will be a change in trend. But you have to wait. But high possibility that the market is going to change in trend. So now I'll give us real life example from this our Bitcoin chart here. So you look for that scenario. So what I just explained, before I can move on, I would like to know from the chart if we understood what I just explained, or you want me to explain better. So if we all understand, so if we all understand, please type one if you understand what I just explained. Okay. Okay. Lucky first said one. So does it mean the other guys we don't understand? If you want me to explain again, please type two. If you don't understand what I just explained, Lucky babe type one. Okay. Um. So guys, please, if you don't understand, type two. If you understand, type one. Mr. Abdi, I can see you are here.
Good evening, I'm available.
Okay, we have someone who said, we have Love It, who said she doesn't understand. The other guys, please, if you don't understand, please type two. But if you do understand, please type one because we still have our other. Okay, we already have two people who say they don't understand. So this, from my own perspective, I've explained. I would like Mr. Habi to give us even a more in-depth look into this change of character. So, Mr. Habi, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good evening. I can
Hello?
hear you. Good evening.
Okay, good evening. So, I just explained the change of character with an illustration, but then I would still like to give them some examples on the live chats. But before I do that, I would say you just give us your own insight on change of character. So since we have two people in the chat already who say they understand, but then we also have two people who say they don't. I don't know about the rest people because they are not actually typing in the chat box. So Mr. Abi, are you available?
Yeah, I'm too.
Yes.
Hmm. Actually, am I audible? Can you hear me? Am I
Yeah,
audible?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Mr.
Good
Cool.
evening, everyone. Okay.
You can go ahead, Mr. B.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, that's in the house. Good evening, our members in the community. I think about change of character, what he has explained, like like that is how change of character is actually. So, but do you know what, Leader Abiola? Maybe I'm very sorry, please. You can just like you have made justice to the topic and you are still on the track. So, like, even if I want to say anything now, I will still have to see what you have said already. So, I think maybe you can just proceed with the live chat or some other thing you want to say. Maybe when you're about to finish, you can just put some on your side because, like, what you are saying is the right thing. So, I hope you understand me very well.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Okay. So,
Mhm.
from here, um, we have 1 hour time frame here on BTC, and I think there is a very nice scenario here. So yeah, let's see what we can get from here. We'll see. I'm just kind of mapping out the move the market has been doing on BTC, right? So I should come to the 4 hour sample and try to draw a structure on BTC just to illustrate to us how you can spot how you can get your change of character. So now, let's say I wanted to draw my structure here. So the simple thing I'll do is just first to spot out my trend. And from here, we could say market is moving in an uptrend, right? So, but then there has been change in a trend because if you notice, market was breaking structure to the upside from here. And as we pick the trend from here, we have break of structure in this area, DOS, and we also have another break of structure around here. So from the illustration I gave to you guys, you see from here, I'm not doing anything different from what I just explained here, right? So we have multiple break of structure. So impulsive move to the upside, pullback leg to the downside, market breaking structure and creating a new high. So market is creating higher highs and lower highs in an uptrend scenario. So we see that then market came to this area. Instead of now this last area, market was unable to create new highs, broke structure and broke the last recent higher lows, and then creating a newer lower low. So which gave us a change in character because why? Market is not moving, is no longer moving in that direction. But then it's an indication that there's high probability for market to go in other direction, which is other than going in an uptrend, is going to probably move in a downtrend direction. But then it might also continue to move in that direction, and that will be a fake out. So our choke won't be valid. But in most scenarios, you have our choke. So now I'm also trying to do the same thing on a live chart on BTC. And these are 4 hour time frame. I'm just using these to indicate our trend. So now this is a perfect example of what we have been talking about. So let me just clean up this. I think when I want to do my work, I like to just clean everything up. So let me start the trend from here. So I can draw it very nicely. So I choose my path 2 and I want to start right from here. So I'll choose this higher spot here and I'll come down here and I'll choose the next high and pick this low. Which one is lower? I think it should be lower, but then let's choose this. And we go all the way up to this high. And then we choose this low. Then we'll pick this. And then we'll pick this low. We'll pick this high. And we'll pick this low. Yeah. And then now we see the market now is us done this again. So now I'll show you 2 scenarios in which market has actually continued to change character. So now I pick my trend line and I map out where market broke structure from here. And then you want to mark it up to the body. Even though if I say I use this part 2 area, so we have a break of structure, BOS. So for you to be able to write on your trend line, you just double click it, double click your mouse, and it's going to allow you to write on it. So now we have I keep my trend line again, and we have another break of structure around here. And then you see this And then right here, you see market created this high. So now I'll just identify this high as the highest high market created, which is around, I think, 112,000 that BTC did recently. So now market was unable to like pass this high. Definitely, we'll still see a break of structure. We'll still see a break out of this. So definitely, Bitcoin is still going to do that, but we don't know yet. You can see market actually BTC at around 108 now, 108,500. But then, yeah. So for us to spot our change of character, market didn't change character immediately, but we had this break. And then for we to say that market actually broke, changed character, because here we have a recent break here. Market had its pullback leg, but then still around here. So we can consider this as a break of structure. Market came down, right? And was still around here. We can consider this as well as a break of structure because it's still within this leg here. So we say there's an impulsive move, pullback, and there's a break of structure. So market didn't break, market came still within this range here. So this range am I referring to? I'm referring to this range here, this impulsive move here. So now, if market is still within this range, so where did market break structure? We break it around here. And we had our choke around here. Because why? Uh, we have a break around here. See this from here we had a break of structure. So ideally, you can see there's a break in this structure. So we have our choke here in a higher time frame, right? And this is a 4 hours time frame, right? Actually, but then if we still go to the lower time frame, we'll still see multiple areas in which we can actually spot a real change in character. So do you guys understand up to this area? So look at the example I gave to you around here. Almost 24 hours time frame. So if you understand the example I gave to you here, right here, type one in the chat box, please. If you understand the example from the live chat, please type one. Or if you want us to give you more examples, just type two, please. Can you guys hear me? Okay, it's minutes set two. Okay, more examples. Okay. Guys also set two more examples. Okay. If you understand, please type one. If you want more examples, please type two. Okay, understood. Lucky effects. All right. We have Love to type two. All right, all right. Um, we have actually three people who said who typed two. They want more examples. All right. I'll give you guys more examples before I give the. All right, let's see from other charts what we can get. Let's look for a nice chart where we can see something nice. Let's see SRP. The network is so slow this night. I don't know what's happening. My network. Okay, this is SRP. This is a 4 hours time frame. So let me clear up these charts. I think probably because I have a lot of program opened up on this place. That's why this everything is just really sluggish. Maybe 28, yes. Okay. So let's start our drawing right from here. Let's see. So a clear example on SRP. Um, let's see. Let's just map out our chart already. So if I should pick my part two and I map from here, we have this, and we have this already. This is just, don't forget, this is just me trying to look out for change of character. But normally, what we use 4 hours time frame to do is to just spot the trend. And then from there, since we are normally doing top-down analysis, so from there we can then break our analysis into a smaller time frame so as to have a perfect entry time frame, which is most likely to be 30 minutes and 1 hour. But since the topic we are talking about this evening is very particular, so for it to be good to have that knowledge, right? We want to just you stick to 4 hours so as for us to have more examples here because on a higher time frame you are able to see the chart clearly. So now, if I was to use this example, so I just want to first map out my structure. So I already use my path to map out the trend. So we have currently overall we have a an uptrend, but then from here, from this area here, from this area here. Let me just use my trend line. So you can see the market has been choppy around here. So there's been a channel here. So market is not moving. SLP has just been ranging in this area. It has been ranging. It has been ranging from this area in the higher time frame, right? So it might high possibility if you go to the lower time frame, market might be giving you some opportunity, but overall, we can see that it has been ranging in this area, right? So but regardless, so what we want to do is first put our bit of structure. So we have a break here, US, and we have another break here. So also here we have a break of structure. But what do we then see? We see that there was an up move. This break created this high. Market now pulling back. There was market was like ranging around here. But then we see that there was this break. But still within this, still within this structure, we can actually say this is a break of structure. This is a change in character. It's still within this range if we want to judge, right? It's still within this range. So it's not a complete break. So if I was to zoom out, even here, still within this range, you can actually see the market as, but yeah, definitely from here, it's a change in character. It's a change in character here because we have the BOS here and it's still within because it has to break this and then come around here for we to have a complete change of character. So this is not a perfect example. The market is just choppy around here. It's not there's not a clear example that I want to give you guys here. So let's see another pair to see if we can have a clearer example. Let's see what ETH is saying. The network is really very slow. Do anybody have any questions so far? So even here also on ETH, um, unless I really want to use maybe a lower time frame to spot to see if we can have an example. So yeah, let me use a lower time frame. Let's use the 1 hour time frame and see if we can have a complete example for change of character. Yeah, here already I can see an example we can use. So take our part two and we'll map out um, so clearly I can see this on here. BOS, and there's this lights move here around here. BOS, and we have these as well. Yeah. And we have this even with multiple attempts. Market was still ranging around here. So before we had a break, this swing high. So we had a break after a lot of change. Before we had this, so market also continues to range around here. So we are still, yeah, this is where actually the main change happened. As you can see from here. So there was multiple chop area around here, but we had this major change in character. Broke this one, and there was this uh change. The market was really very choppy, but we can consider these our change of character. So yeah, is there any question? Do you have any question, please? If you have any question, please you can unmute and ask your question. If you don't understand, you can also unmute and ask your question so I can give you an answer? Any doubts on what we just did? I'm guessing there's no question. Leader Ocean, are you there? Can you hear me? Hello, Leader Ocean. Hello. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. So yeah, I think I explained and I gave multiple examples. And if anybody has any question, please you can type in the chat box. In the absence of no question, I think that will be it for tonight.
I can hear you. Maybe she's not there, or me, I can hear you, sure.
Okay. So if you have anything you want to add, Leader Abdullah, if not, we would be calling it a day. In absence of no question. So do you have any question, please? If you don't understand, please you can raise up your hand and ask question, or you can type in the chat box, please. Or was I moving too fast, please?
All right. Good evening, everybody. Do we have any question? You can unmute yourself or use the chat to ask your question. And if there's no question, tomorrow is our prospect meeting. Okay. Tomorrow is our guest meeting. Please make sure that you come with at least one person. Make sure you come with at least one person. We have an amazing special guest tomorrow that's going to be telling us his testimony and his journey. I believe that we will all get inspired with his story. So please make sure you come with at least one person. Very important. And yeah, we'll also be doing giveaway tomorrow. So I believe we do not have any other question. I'll leave that to me. You are having you are hosting the meeting tomorrow. I believe you should be able to say one or two. Thank you. That's it. Are you there? You're muted. All right. So yeah, like I said, tomorrow, please make sure that you invite your guests, invite your siblings, your mom, your dad, your uncle, your auntie, your friends, your frenemies. Let them come and join us and hear about this amazing business. All right, thank you so much. I see that somebody is unmuted. James, do you have any question? So if not, we'll be seeing us tomorrow. Tomorrow, same time, 8:30. Tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time. Please and please let us make sure that our alarms are set so that you get a reminder and you can start preparing your prospects. Okay, don't come alone. We have a gift for people that invite someone. So good night, everyone. Thank you so much, Leader Abiola, for the amazing presentation. And we'll see us tomorrow. Bye bye, everybody.